Hey folks, and welcome to episode 2 of Dave's Trailer Talk. I almost forgot the name of the show. I'll probably remember it a lot easier as things go along. Well, episode 1 was a rousing success, and now that we're getting into the last quarter of the year, the big names will be dropping. So I think what's going to happen is every week we'll have a lot more releases to go through. Last week when I looked at the new and trending, there were some games that I covered the previous week, and now that we're getting into the latter half of September, I don't think that will be the case anymore. I think the releases are going to come hard and fast, just like that. So the way this works, if you haven't watched it before, is I'm going to look through the games that are in Steam's new and trending today, and I'm going to react to the trailers. Whee! Yeah, that's it. Hopefully it will be entertaining for you and me as well, because I find games I might like to play. Okay, let's head over to Steam. Scroll down, 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 down. Okay, new and trending. Let's start off with Recore Definitive Edition. This is that game by Kaji Inafune, isn't it? For the Xbox. Yeah, there we go. From creator Kaji Inafune and the makers of Metroid Prime comes the Recore Definitive Edition, an action-adventure crafted for a new generation. As one of the last humans, forge friendships with robotic companions and lead them on an epic adventure through a dynamic world. The Metroid Prime devs as well, though. That sounds like a great match. Let's see what it's like. Already getting a bit of a Borderlands vibe. That's with the desert. Who doesn't want a robotic dog? Not as cute as a real dog, but...
Go on, Mac. It's over there.
Far Eden. I hope it's not a survival game.
Don't worry. You're safe with us.
Oh, okay.
Jump on.
Grappling hook robot.
Smash, Duncan.
Kind of a third-person shooter, I guess. Remastered, eh?
Kybrand, core maintenance.
Jewel atoms. Atmospherics.
I'm glad I'm not alone out here.
Me too.
Oh, is this like a last humans alive type of thing? Robots rule the world! It's weird. So this is a trailer, and yet I'm seeing like, you know, frame dropping. It's a bit jaggy in its movement. So I hope this isn't indicative of the PC port in general. Or maybe it's just a trailer. Okay, you can upgrade your robots. Oh, and a new adventure! That thing's supposed to be the claptrap of this world. Music's pretty nice. If I ever see another driving segment in an open world third-person game, it'll be too soon. I still have flashbacks about that horrible driving mission in Mad Max.
Do not be afraid. I am A-okay. I will have rescue.
Okay. Blackness. Was that the end of... It was. Oh, there wasn't even a Recore. It was just black. Fade to black right now. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my computer's already getting a bit long in the tooth, and it's having trouble with some AAA games this year, so considering how kind of frame laggy that trailer was, I'm not confident in my ability to be able to play that properly. And, you know, nothing about it really grabbed me. I mean, the robot dog was nice, but that's about it. Okay, next one, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Ah, the new Tomb Raider game's out. As Lara Croft races to save the world from a Maya apocalypse, she must become the Tomb Raider she is destined to be. Okay, so it's this kind of the end of the trilogy type thing, or this is how she became the Tomb Raider that you all know from 1996. She'll devolve into polygons. Now, I'm a bit weary even going into this, because while I loved the Tomb Raider reboot in 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider left me pretty cold. If you want to hear my thoughts on that game, go search for it in my channel. It's one of my critiques from early 2017, I believe. Yeah, it was more of a shooter than I liked. We'll see what direction this one goes in. Not that the trailer is going to tell me for certain, but we hopefully can get a good idea.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me.
God. I like the idea of the Mayans, though.
The carriage held, but just ourselves and immortality.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the
both
ground.
games previously looked fantastic, and this is no exception.
Visible. The cornice in the ground. Since then, 'tis centuries, and yet feels shorter than a day.
I like the mind dress she was wearing.
By taking the key, you set the apocalypse in motion.
Oh, they're doing the Mayan calendar end of the world thing, are they? Jaguars. And mercenaries. Of course there's mercenaries.
The silver box. We can remake the
And will there be like an evil undead army as well? The last two games had it. Lara's just too good for her.
No one is safe.
first of many catastrophes. You're doing.
Yeah, like...
I can't stop.
It looks like in previous games.
He kindly.
Probably will have its moments, but... I've done this before, guys. I've done it before. No. I think I'll have to skip this one. Yeah. I wonder if, you know, that's a prevailing feeling just with the AAA sphere. How there's kind of a formula now to make an exciting, good-looking action-adventure game, and they don't really deviate from it too much. Not that they can't be enjoyable, but yeah, you know, the reason why I play 10% of a game and see whether I want to play more is because I want those new experiences, or I want something that's polished to such a sheen that it can overcome not giving me something new. And I find those games are far and few between, and my tastes are kind of finicky anyway. Hell, I don't even really know what I like these days, which is why I do stuff like this. But yeah, not feeling that one. Oh, Frozen Synapse 2. Okay, before I click on this one, I want to say when I played the original Frozen Synapse, I thought it was pretty cool. But when I played the iPad port, that's when the game came alive for me, because it was like giving orders on like military hardware, it seemed like I was a commander and I was going, okay, you go over there and you try this. It really, the touchscreen made the game so much more immersive and enjoyable for me, even though the actual game itself is pretty damn cool. How you can play scenarios before you make your move every turn. So you're like, okay, if I do this, I think the enemies are going to do this. And you can plan that all out. You can give the enemies orders as well as you based on what you think they're going to do. And you can run through all these scenarios, you know, like Doctor Strange. And then go, okay, I think this is my best way forward. And then your opponent, if they be a human or a computer, does something completely different. You're like, damn it, how did I not think of that? Of course, it turns every level then into a far longer game session than it should be. And that's where I fell off the wagon. But let's see what they do for Frozen Synapse 2. Frozen Synapse 2 is the sequel to the award-winning turn-based tactical game. Command your squads in a vast procedurally generated city. Enter any building, perform any mission, execute any strategy. Am I the only one now where when I see the words procedurally generated, I kind of groan? I want something that's crafted. I mean, procedural generation has its place, but it does depend on the game. I will say that. Kind of single action. Buffer your internet. Change an entire city. Oh, so it's kind of urban combat with this one. Well, I guess that was always kind of urban combat with the weird shapes you could hide behind. But this has, I guess, more of a structure to it. Open world, turn-based strategy. Oh, I mean, it's a cool idea, but you know what I talked about earlier with the planning out every move and and seeing all the permutations of your actions. When you've got an open world, oh boy, what? I have 500 hours on my time played already? Yeesh. I mean, it's looking cool. It's looking like Frozen Synapse. I wonder why they set it in the city. Kind of easy music to play to after you're hearing it for the millionth time. Single player city mode, okay. Yeah, oh jeez, rebounds. And there's your multiplayer. One turn mode. Okay, how does that work? I'd be willing to give Frozen Synapse 2 a go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, on the strength of the first one, definitely. And that's the thing, isn't it? You know, based on a studio's previous game, if it's great, you're always willing to give them another go, give them the benefit of the doubt. And then, of course, if they squander that opportunity in your eyes, if they release a game where you're like, oh, I wasn't feeling that, then the next time they release a game, you're a bit more wary. You're like, well, I love the first one, but the second one didn't do much for me, so now I'm not sure about the third. Actually, kind of what happened with Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Okay, Super Seducer 2, Advanced Seduction. Oh dear. Oh no. Ready to take your skills with women to the next level in this amazing sequel to the smash hit Super Seducer? Smash hit. Oh boy. We put you in everyday scenarios and let you do practically anything to see how it plays out with beautiful women. Oh, and it's an FMV game. Woof. Oh dear. Oh, this looks terrible. No. Oh boy. Let me show you my judo takedown. Oh yes. Oh boy. I think my reaction speaks for itself. Wow. Well, that was amusing at least. Next, Liftoff FPV drone racing. FPV drone racing game Liftoff. Liftoff is a game that translates the rush of first-person view drone racing to the digital world. Join the biggest community for virtual FPV racing. Virtual HPV racing? And that's what came to mind, even though that's a really stupid joke. Drone racing, it's a neat idea. Because drones. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Whee! Huh. Actually, you got the controller on screen. You can kind of... wait, is this kind of a VR thing? You paint your drone? Well, customization is important in a lot of racing games. I wonder if this is more simulation-based or more arcade-based. It looks very yeah, no, this is very simulation-based. Look at all these numbers. That's how you know it's a simulation. Wow, look at the speed of that thing and how small it is. You definitely need some skill to race one of these. Yeah, I can see how this could scratch an itch. Oh, what the heck? Do a barrel roll! Oh, and kind of just areas to fly around in. Oh yeah, because... No, but a drone uses helicopter blades, right? So how can you go upside down? Unless there's helicopter blades on the bottom of the drone as well. You know, I don't know how drones work. Whoa. Oh, okay, motion sickness is a possibility. I would not take my drone into a parking garage. I paid hundreds of dollars for this. It's my own damn fault. Yeah. If you like drones and you like simulations and you like racing, this looks tops. Lots of areas to check out as well. Oh yeah, I'm getting kind of motion sickness from watching it. I hope this doesn't have a VR mode. That would be really difficult. But not everyone gets sick from this stuff, so all the power to them. Forests and stadiums and parking garages, oh my. Yeah. No, the drone's just got the blades on the top. Liftoff, yeah, that's very niche, but very cool. You stop now. No more trailers for you. You only get one. Cool. This has been a good week so far. Megaquarium. A theme park management tycoon game with an aquatic twist. Design your displays, look after your fish, manage your staff, and keep your guests happy. It's all in today's work as the curator of your very own Megaquarium. Strategy game, eh? Well, tycoon game. Let's see how it works. Ever dreamed of running your own aquarium? Not really. But I have fond memories of picking up starfish as a kid. They've got such a weird texture on their skin. Was that an Easter Island statue? It was. Huh. Your tank has to have an Easter Island statue in it. Weird polygonal characters. Very weird. Your aquatic empire. With my multicolored fish and stingrays, I will take over the world. Well, if that's your kind of thing, it looks quaint enough. Boundless. Okay, what's Boundless all about? Shape your citizen, forge your destiny, and sculpt your world in this epic voxel sandbox MMO built on endless possibility. Epic Voxel Sandbox MMO. Ooh, that combination of words does not inspire confidence. But let's give it a look.
We arrive into the world with nothing.
What
But every
is that
world
thing?
teems with opportunities. A choice of paths that we could take.
So,
Explore. Discover
kind of
new
like
worlds. new
Minecraft.
wonders. Find a place to settle.
But MMO with weird
Establish
characters.
homes.
Not that the humans in Minecraft aren't weird themselves, but
Work with others to forge a whole culture.
culture, eh?
Create. Develop a craft. Make your mark on the landscape.
Build giant tributes to dolphins. They are your overlords.
Trade. Build an economic empire. Chase riches beyond dreaming. Fight. Pursue martial prowess.
Martial prowess.
Prove yourself a champion.
To war!
Be
Destroy the ecology! Capitalism, ho!
Inspire others.
I like all the characters just like little ants on the ground, just go forth!
Everybody from every region. Play
We'll spread our conquest around this voxel globe.
But whatever path you take, be bold, be remarkable.
If the world's made of voxels, does that mean it's a flat Earth? Ho ho! Boundless, eh? Not my thing, but yeah. I have nothing to say. NBA 2K19. Well, 2K have been in the news with their microtransactions, and the 2K basketball games being absolutely chock full of them, making them not fun to play anymore. Now, I'm not really into basketball anyway, but we'll give this a go. NBA 2K celebrates 20 years of redefining what sports gaming can be. NBA 2K19 continues to push limits as it brings gaming one step closer to real-life basketball excitement and culture. So let's see how they advertise it. Sold to A. Yep, it looks like a basketball game. I'm always reminded of I went to high school over here in Australia, spending most of my life in America, well, my younger life. And we were doing three-point practice in PE one day, and I was getting most of the baskets in, and one guy, mad, goes, "Well, of course you're good at basketball. You're American." I'm like, okay. I preferred baseball growing up. Playing, of course. I think baseball is rather boring to watch. Basketball is kind of exciting to watch. Both are kind of fun to play, but I prefer the more arcade sports games. You know, I loved NBA Jam back in the day. I mean, this looks like a basketball game. I don't know what much more I can say. And it keeps going. We get it. You play basketball. I wonder, are like arcade sports games still a thing? Is there like a modern equivalent of NBA Jam or NFL Blitz? Oh man, I loved NFL Blitz. My first job, there was an arcade nearby. I used to go there after work, and you could actually enter your initials into the game and have it save your progress. And I played through a whole season that way over like the course of a year. Loved that game. NBA Jam I played a lot in the SNES. Oh yeah. It's basketball. Nothing to do with me, but you like basketball and you don't mind microtransactions, go for it. Okay, and finally today, Door Kickers. Action Squad. I did a video on the original Door Kickers, so I thought that was a really cool game. It's one of those as well where you don't get to see your actions, but you plan your route and then you execute it. And you can pause and make changes, of course, but the trick at the end is to get so good that you can see your scenario and go, okay, I want them to go here, here, do this, here, breach, aim that way, cover him, that kind of thing, and then let it all play out in one turn. And if you get through perfectly, it's a really good feeling. Yeah. So I wonder what Action Squad is and how it differs to the Door Kickers game. Oh, this looks like a side-scroller. Rescue hostages, disarm bombs, and save the day in this old-school side-scroller action game with retro graphics and retro sensibilities. I have retro sensibilities. Quiet. Online and couch co-op included. Well, couch co-op is always fun times. So it looks like this is kind of your early 90s run-and-gun platformer. And there's a door. God. I keep getting kicked. Oh, but still kind of got a breach thing happening. Oh, that's weird.
Agents on the scene.
Agent Fergie. And
Assault ready.
I am the assaulter.
Hey, I'm ready to roll. Unlock it.
Right, so there's still planning involved, but it's much more action and look at you blowing these enemies to Gibbs kind of thing, which I'm not so much into. I appreciated the tense tactics of the original game. This, yeah, looks more like a free-for-all shoot-'em-up. Definitely a change. Bang, 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 bang. Bosses as well, eh? Well, yeah, it is an action platformer. Door Kickers, Action Squad, in color. Yeah. Not for me. Groovy music, though. Oh. That's it for another week. Wow, that was kind of fun this week. There was plenty to talk about. I think I had some good reactions. Please leave your comments about what you think of the show and what improvements you think I could make. I'm trying to talk more during the trailers, but sometimes I'm still finding it difficult to either think of what to say or just to verbalize whatever thoughts are running through my head. And sometimes there's nothing running through there. I'm just watching going, And, that would not be entertaining if I'm just going, Or maybe it would be. He's stuck in a loop. So, yeah, I'd love to hear your feedback. Tell me if any of these games enticed or excited you, something you'd like to play. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with your friends. And as always, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Bye.